have you been by the Iowa fans this postseason, from Minneapolis to Seattle to Dallas, traveling and just all the huge numbers of these games?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily have been blown away because I know how incredible they are. I think more than anything, I'm just thankful that they spend their time, their money, resources to come and support a team that loves playing basketball and playing for one another. But I think they just love the product and they can see the joy and the fun that we have with one another. And but more than anything, I'm so grateful. I think we've made so many people turn into women's basketball fans, and to me that makes me really happy. And I think they can see how much fun these next few years are going to be for this program and the rest of the time Coach Bluder's at Iowa and what she's been able to build. So I'm just grateful and thankful, seriously, to every single Hawkeye fan that was here today, from near or far. I know it takes time and money to come to events like these, and it means a lot to us, and we wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for them.
What was going through your mind as the team gathered out of the LSU bench for that final huddle? What did Lisa say, or what was going through your mind as you walked up?
I think just, we always say together, because that's what we always want to be, is a team that's together and plays for one another, and just wave to our fans that came and traveled all this way. And win or loss, we always, break it down together, and I was just trying to enjoy every single second, especially with, Lon and McKenna, two people that I've started 93 games with. It hasn't sunk in that I'll never get to play with them ever again, but just, really shooting every second I've had out there.
You guys were down big, 12-0 run in the third quarter. Two questions. What was the halftime speech, or how did you guys kind of pick it back up? And also, at that moment, what was the belief like in you guys that you could come back?
Obviously, we could have decided to go one of two ways in the locker room, and I think that just speaks to this team. Nobody was complaining, nobody was pouting. It was just a constant belief about what we could do. I think everybody understands what our offense is and what it can be, and we just knew we got to get one stop at a time and go get a score. And I think that showed a lot of fight, a lot of mental toughness when we came out there in the third quarter and cut it to, I think, 7 points. And obviously couldn't quite get over the hump, but I think it showed who we are and what we're about, and we were never going to give up.
Having everyone in foul trouble, how much did that impact the way you played the game? Did you have to kind of dial it back a little bit on defense yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't be as aggressive, and I'm just bummed for McKenna and Monica. They both have to end their career on the bench, and it's not something I really thought they deserved. And I think there was 37 fouls called tonight, which is a lot, and I think it's a tournament record for how many fouls were called. So they were calling it tight both ways, and sometimes that can be really hard to adjust to, especially coming off a game that was super physical. But it is what it is, and I thought the people that came in and played really hard. Sometimes it's hard to come in off the bench and give minutes when you haven't been getting them. So I'm just proud of our group. We never complained, we never hung our head. It was just a constant belief that we could get back in the game.
But the action that led to the tech, were you even thinking about it? Was it frustration? Were you shocked that it was?
Yeah, I was surprised it was called a technical just for, I didn't say anything. It was just for throwing the ball under the basket, rolling it under the basket where the ref would have been to, throw it in the free throw. But, I'm not the ref. That's what she called. It is what it is. And obviously I'm not going to go back in time and change it. It's not really what I care about at this point in time.
You got really emotional up at the press conference. Is that uncommon for you to have those kind of tears? I know when you were little, maybe different kind of tears.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge emotional person. I think, like the question you asked or whoever asked it, I think it was somebody else actually, just being able to understand my impact and what I've been able to do for the state of Iowa. I probably will never be able to understand what I've been able to do and what this team's been able to do. But I'm just so grateful. Like, it's so special, seriously. And I can't wait to get back home and to the state of Iowa and to celebrate everything that we did, because we did a lot of amazing things and there's still so much to be celebrated. But I can't comprehend how much joy and, inspiring people to do whatever they dream. And that, to me, that's what means so much, for real. And I'm just grateful that I've had the platform to be able to do that.
Catilin, how much do you think this season has redefined what people see and think when they see Iowa women's basketball, and that you guys belong in this upper echelon of the sport?
Yeah, I think, it shows what Coach Bluder's built, and there's been a lot of amazing people to come before me. Megan Gustafson, Sam Logic. People have built a platform for me and this team to thrive on. It's not like we just built this program from the ground up. Coach Bluder's been doing this for quite some time, and she deserves this more than anybody, and I'm just so grateful that she believed in me so much to lead this team and hand the team over to me to help us get to this point. So yeah, I think it just shows, you know, you can always bet on yourself, take a chance on yourself, and once you get a lot of people around you that have the same goal as you, you're going to accomplish really awesome things.
When Monica fouled out, you went over to her and gave her a hug. Did you say anything to her in that moment, or why'd you walk over?
Just that I love her so much, and you know, I'm so proud of everything that she's been able to do. But also, there were still 6 minutes left in the game, so I didn't want to start crying or anything. But you know, I just wanted to appreciate everything Monica's done for this program, because it's been tremendous, and she hasn't always been one to get all the credit that she deserves. You know, I think she's, you know, very underrated. She's done a tremendous things, but more than anything, she's been a tremendous friend to me, and always had my back, whether it's on the court, off the court, and that's what means the most to me.